The sun is still out as we start a post-game show immediately following the Golden State Warriors hanging on. They didn't win this one easily, but they did win. Final score 125-117 against the hapless Washington Wizards, who ended up getting 6 players in double figures. I honestly forgot Trae Young was on that team. Didn't expect him to play. He did play. That was one of the rare riveting storylines of this game. It was Trae Young versus GP2 in a back and forth of offense versus defense. And I guess GP2 won that battle because soft, brittle Trae Young got knocked out of this game with a quad contusion. Bye-bye. And GP2 won the battle. The Warriors win the war, if you can call playing the Wizards a war. 125-117. This was one of the most uneventful games by the Golden State Warriors in recent history. And not expecting a whole lot to talk about tonight. This might end up being one of the shorter shows we've ever done, but it's a win. And it's a win that, look, if the Warriors had lost this game, that would have been an ugly ass look. So kudos to the Warriors for reminding the world they're not at the Wizards level of play. The Warriors improving to 33-35. Washington dropping to 16-51. And we're going to talk about it. What's up, everybody? Just checking out the chat real quick, see if I missed anything. D'Anthony Melton, welcome back. He had a good game. Let's talk about him. Let's talk about that guy that we love talking about. I finally got a good sound drop. Good little clip here every time we talk about the new polarizing player in the Golden State Warriors. When you see this clip or hear this clip, I hope you understand who I'm talking about.
You're a big, fat, curly-headed fuck.
And let's have some fun. We're powered by FanDuel. The program is called the Golden Days. Hey there.
Let's go.
Welcome to the program. My name is Cyrus Saatsaz, your host for the afternoon, evening, depending on the time zone you're in. If you're watching this live, if you're watching the recorded version, I hope you're, regardless of which version you're watching, I hope you're doing well out there. You can follow me, the host of this program for the evening, coming to you live from the Golden Days studios in beautiful West Sonoma County, California. I'm on Threads and Instagram at Dog Wild. I'm on Twitter at Surf Journalist. The program, most importantly, on both platforms at Golden Days Pod. Talking about FanDuel, our title sponsor. I don't think they're going to have a line available for the Warriors' next game. They're now 2 games in of a 6-game road trip. Game number 3 is going to be at Boston. That should be an interesting one. And the immediate question on my mind right now is, which version of the opposition are the Warriors going to get? Are they going to get a team like the Wizards, who are showing up, who are trying, playing their best, keeping it close? Or are we going to get another trap game where you have a superior team seeing who's coming into town, falling asleep at the wheel, and then having to play comeback and then take care of business in the second half of the game, making it interesting in the process, but kind of like what we saw with the New York Knicks. The Boston Celtics are damn good, but we're here to talk about the Warriors and the Wizards. Final score, 125-117. Again, the Warriors improving to 33-35 on the year. Your FanDuel player of the game tonight, D'Anthony actually, I don't know. You know what? I'll leave it up to the audience tonight. We'll make it a democratic process because I don't know. I'll give you three names here. 3 players outshine the rest for your Golden State Warriors. I was about to just anoint D'Anthony Melton as a player of the game, but then I'm looking at Kristaps Porzingis's team high, game high 30 points. And I'm wondering if maybe he should be player of the game. Then there was Guy Santos playing winning ball all night, forcing Steve Kerr to bring him back in despite playing with foul trouble because he was the winningest player on the floor, the most effective player on the floor tonight. I'll give you the stats. You tell me who should be the FanDuel player of the game. We start with Guy Santos, who played 27 minutes, 57 seconds, largely because of foul trouble, finished the game with 5 fouls. But when he played, very effective. 18 points in this game, 4 rebounds, 4 assists, added a steal. Maybe most impressively, 4 of 6 from the three-point line. That's 66.7% from beyond the arc. Added a plus 20 in net rating. So 18 points, 4 boards, 4 assists on 68%, rounding up, shooting from deep. Candidate number 2, fellow starter, D'Anthony Melton, had a monstrous slam in this game. Finished with 27 points, second among all players in this game in scoring. Added 5 boards, added 4 assists, added 2 steals on 12 of 17 shooting from the field. Also added 3 free throws, a perfect 3 of 3 from the free throw line. Did not hit a 3, but the Warriors, I don't know what the team low is for the Warriors. They lead the NBA on the season in 3-point attempts. So I'm going to guess tonight was a season low in 3-point attempts because the Wizards, that's what their defense sets up for an opposing offense. If you want to beat them, just attack the paint. They have nothing to stop you in the interior. And so the Warriors put up just 32 3-point attempts. D'Anthony Melton had just 2 3-point attempts, did not make either one. The Warriors on the night, 9 of 32 from beyond the arc, 28.1% of the threes going in. But they did shoot 50.5% from the field total. 46 of 91 from the field. So D'Anthony Melton with 27 points. And then there's Kristaps Porzingis, a.k.a.
You're a big, fat, curly-headed
No. I've rearranged my buttons. I apologize. Where did Tingus Pingus go? There you go. Tingus Pingus tonight scored 30 points, a game high. All 3 players that are your candidates for the FanDuel Player of the Game honor tonight were in the positive in net rating, but I guess that goes for nearly every player. Literally every player tonight was in the positive in net rating tonight, except for Draymond Green, who is a -8. GP2, who I thought had a great game, and this is why net rating doesn't mean shit. He was a -6. And then Will Richard, who was a -2. We'll talk about those players in a little bit. But D'Anthony Melton was a +10, Guy Santos a +20, and then Tingus Pingus +7, 30 points for Kristaps Porzingis. The Wizards had no answer for him. 13 of his 30 points coming from the free throw line. He got fouled a lot, especially in the final quarter of this game. I'm going to look that up real fast. In the fourth quarter of tonight's game, Tingus Pingus, 9 free throw attempts, a perfect 9 of 9 from the free throw line just in the fourth quarter for Porzingis. He was 8 of 13 from the field, 1 of 5 from deep, but 13 of 14 from the free throw line, added 5 boards, 4 assists, 3 blocks, 2 steals. I remember one of those steals. I also remember Tingus Pingus trying to handle the ball at one point in this game. That was one of his 3 turnovers. Don't try to cross up opposing guards, Kristaps. Come on now. But 30 points for Kristaps Porzingis to go along with 5 boards, 4 assists, 2 steals, 3 blocks. Who is our player of the game? Chat, help me out. Hamza, I don't know what this means. No fourth, 6 of 6 Sai. Who are you referring to there? Sorry, I don't know what you're talking about there. Who's our vote? We got a KP. It's fancy saying GP2 or Melt, so that's a vote for Melton. Hamza with a Kristaps Porzingis. Matt Carvalho. Do I know you? Your name sounds very familiar. With Guy Santos. Mr. Goat, Kristaps Porzingis. Carlos Augusto Weisenman. Great name. Guy Santos. Barber, Kristaps Porzingis. Cleverly done, Kristaps Porzingis. Dude, this is a close one. Holmes is asking, was Jimmy Butler at the game? Was he? I know he's been rehabbing in Miami, at least spending some time there. So it wouldn't surprise me if he cruised up the East Coast. Shardall, welcome back. Where were you last night, buddy? Saying Kristaps Porzingis. Will V, I will not show or read your chat, but that is funny. I have a sick sense of humor. All right, Kristaps Porzingis it is by a close vote. Did I miss anyone else's vote? Riz saying Porzingis deserved it. SGA just flooding the chat right now saying Tingus Pingus. Poison, who DM'd me and was like, dude, I thought you were 60 years old. 60? God damn, dude. Am I aging that bad? No, you said it was because of the grays. And I've had these grays since 60, dude. Nearly drove me to my gun. 60, dude. I got some time. 60. That is old, man. Tracy McKendall. Did you change your handle? That looks different. Oh, you're not a Golden Dazer anymore. Is that a new handle? Or you just I know the Warriors suck so bad it's not worth the money anymore. I hear you. We'll talk about Tracy McKendall adding or asking, did anyone watch the Atlanta Hawks game? We'll talk about that as well. I don't know what the final score of that one is yet. But for once, in terms of the Hawks' 9-game winning streak entering tonight, the competition was supposed to be a little stiff. The Orlando Magic, also a hot team, but no competition tonight. The Hawks are now winners of 10 straight. We'll talk about that in a bit. Yes, they did play tonight. They played at Orlando. Tammy McDaniel, also a vote for Tingus Pingus. Splithead saying Tingus with the SGA whistle. And that was not an SGA whistle. That was just literally the Wizards having no clue how to stop the 7-3 behemoth out there, getting easy buckets. All right. So Kristaps Porzingis it is. Congratulations. Forgive me if I did not showcase your chat. Oh, I love the wit from this audience, man. Easily the highest IQ of any Warriors programs. Are the Warriors programs even still in existence right now? Or are they or have they moved on and they're back to their day jobs? Let's go. All right, Kristaps Porzingis, congratulations. Our FanDuel player of the game. And I guess when Kristaps actually wins the honor of player of the game, sponsored by our title sponsor, FanDuel, we got to play the whole Tingus Pingus bit.
What the fuck did they do? Who the fuck is this? Who the fuck is Tingus Pingus? I never heard of fucking Latvia. You drafted this fucking kid. You stupid motherfuckers, you.
Tingus Pingus. What is this Latvia? Never heard of Latvia. It's Latvia. Oh, the NBA currently is in a crazy position. A lot of teams tanking a good third. Not technically your Golden State Warriors, however. Again, victorious tonight. Final score, 125-117. They did cover the spread. The Warriors were favored by, and again, this is a testament to just how brilliant these damn bookies are. The spread for this one, 7.5. Warriors win by 8. These bookies know what the hell they're doing, even with tanking teams who are unpredictable. Shardall, you're going to come on the show early tonight, all right? I'm sending you the link right now because we might break a record for the shortest show in recent history. The Warriors sending out press releases. I'm getting emails from them right now because They want to brag about Steve Kerr earning his 600th career win. Where does that rank him among the all-time NBA coaches? Let me look that up. NBA coaches, all-time wins. Who's number one? Is Nelly still number one? If I remember correctly, Don Nelson has the most. Oh, no, Popovich surpassed him. My apologies. All right, so the list of the all-time winningest NBA head coaches. Number one, Greg Popovich. He has 1,390 wins. Number two, Don Nelson, 1,335. Lenny Wilkins, third, 1,332. Jerry Sloan, fourth, 1,221. Jerry Sloan was a great coach. Fifth, Pat Riley, 1,210. The next five, Doc Rivers, sixth. George Karl, Phil Jackson, Larry Brown. Rick Adelman is 10th all-time with 1,042 wins. So Kerr 600. I don't know where that ranks. This list I have only goes 1 through 10. But congrats to Steve Kerr for just being the luckiest mofo I might have ever seen on this planet. I don't know. That's not fair. I'm going to take that back. I'm not going to call him the luckiest because he did suffer a horrible tragedy, losing his father early. And there's nothing lucky about that. But has he been incredibly blessed and privileged despite that tragedy that happened 30-something years ago? Yes. And that includes everyone he's surrounded with as a player and coach, whether it's Michael Jordan's Bulls, whether it's Timmy Duncan's Spurs, whether it's Stephen Curry's Warriors. There's Steve on the side just going, "Sup, I'm here. Oh, you got another ring for me? Another? Oh, I'll take one. Let's see. All my right hand fingers are covered. Give me put it on my pinky right here. And if I can keep Steph healthy enough, I'll go in for my thumb as well. So Steve Kerr getting a 600th career win tonight. Congratulations to the head coach of the Warriors, who, on a side note, I hope is not back next year, but out of my control. Oh yeah, Shardall, I'm going to send you a link because let's just finish the show up tonight early. When the Warriors play the Wizards, there just is not going to be a whole lot to talk about. Or is there? I don't know. Anybody want to come on here? I'll post the link real fast. I don't want to shut you folks out. I just games like these aren't exactly titillating, but the link is there if there's anything you feel like we should discuss. Draymond Green tonight was back, and it's all I root for when Draymond Green plays is not a triple single. That's just, it's not impressive for someone that's going to be a Hall of Famer someday to be routinely putting up triple singles, especially against the Washington Wizards. Draymond Green tonight, 28 minutes, 32 seconds of play, 2 of 8 from the field, put up 5 threes, made one of them. Those were some ugly threes. If I remember correctly, I think he airballed one of them. Did have 8 rebounds, did have 7 assists. Those are decent numbers. Added 2 steals, 3 turnovers, tied for the team lead with Anthony Melton, who also had 3 turnovers, 5 points. And again, weird, anomalous night in terms of net rating because Draymond and GP2 were in the negative for some reason. Draymond Green was a -8, GP2 a -6. GP2 had a good game, 23 minutes, 37 seconds. The cut master only had 1 3-point attempt, missed that, but he was 7 of 10 from the field otherwise. And again, his defense on Trae Young was entertaining basketball. It was about the most exciting that you're going to get outside of DeAnthony Melton's monster dunk tonight. And Trae Young knocked out of the game. The fragile little flower. Dude's always hurt. All that. Trae Young is one of my least favorite basketball players. It's because he's a foul baiter and he doesn't play defense. He's got the like that Brandon Pajemski arrogance to him. Like he thinks he's just a badass baller out there. And look, he's had moments. He led the Hawks to the Eastern Conference Finals a few years back. That still remains one of the most incredible runs in recent postseason history. But yeah, don't like him. Just, again, not personal. His basketball, it is not my cup of tea. And I don't like that Brandon Podziemski.
You're a big, fat, curly-headed
also does that head whip shit and is routinely foul baiting. Hamza brings up a player that I want to talk about really quickly, and then we'll do the scoreboard and wrap it up on a super short show tonight, which selfishly I like because I want to get some food. Will Richard, who got berated, publicly scolded on the court of Madison Square Garden by Steve Kerr, unjustly, I might add. We talked about that, I think, in great detail on last night's show. Got a run tonight, 32 minutes, 13 seconds. But his role is really weird in terms of what the team wants from him, what the team, how the team utilizes him. And what I mean by that is he played, again, 32 minutes, 13 seconds, had just 6 field goal attempts in 32 minutes and change. 0 points as a result of that. 4 of his 6 field goal attempts were threes. Did have 3 boards, 2 assists, 1 steal. 0 points. But I part of me wonders, just from watching this game, if it's by design. If he's basically getting his minutes because he's promising not to shoot the ball at all. Yeah, Touch Matt is saying that he's in basketball jail. Tracy McKindle did not drop your Golden Days membership either. Thank you. So you just have 2 handles now. All right. One last thing I want to talk about. So again, Will Richard, interesting position he's in with the Warriors in terms of, again, just playing the role of a specialist, I guess, like just being a defender. But yeah, 6 field goal attempts in 32 minutes. And look, they won. So there you go. But it is weird. It's a little funky. I want to give some love real fast to Pat Spencer, too. I thought he had a good game tonight. Shot 50% from deep. He had 4 3-point attempts, made 2 of them, played 21 minutes, 51 seconds, had 10 points, 5 assists in this game. And unlike a certain teammate of his in the backcourt,
You're a big, fat, curly-headed
he actually looks for his teammates and sets them up. I don't know if it's something as simple as Podziemski just not having his head up when he's attacking the paint, but I don't understand why Podziemski is not looking for his teammates consistently. And again, I don't know if it's just a poor peripherals. I don't know if it's if he's trying to, if it's just not, if he hasn't been coached well enough to understand that when you're attacking, defenses will collapse and it presents opportunities. But, Pat Spencer tonight gets 5 assists in 21 minutes, 51 seconds. Meanwhile,
You're a big, fat, curly-headed
Sorry, I won't be as trigger happy on that one much longer. It's just a new one. Podziemski plays 28 minutes, 18 seconds tonight. 10 points for him, 4 rebounds, just 3 assists. I'm forever befuddled by that. It makes no sense. And maybe Percy Bedford in our chat says it best, saying that Podziemski has the mindset of a scorer, but he has no bag. It might be something as simple as that, but because he's durable, because he's dollar store Dre, aka Timu Dre, Kerr sees value there, like someone who just cannot get hurt, someone who has some muscle on the body so he can be physical. I don't know, but I thought Pat Spencer had a good game. The Atlanta Hawks let's quickly talk about that, and then we'll do the scoreboard. Shardall, again, we missed you last night. We're going to find out where he was. The the Hawks winners tonight, and again, a lot of people interested in how they're doing because that's where Jonathan Kuminga was traded. And 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. Yeah, 10-game winning streak for the Atlanta Hawks. They won 11 of 12, undefeated since acquiring Jonathan Kuminga. And Kuminga did not, like, I did a brief check on this game about the third quarter, and JK only had about 7 minutes. So he wasn't, I'm guessing the game plan is to slowly reintegrate him. But he's staying active because he played 19 minutes tonight, whereas the starters played really heavy minutes. Like to give you some perspective here, Kuminga's 19 minutes off the bench, easily the highest. The next highest bench minutes was Jacques Lendl with 11 minutes, Zachary Rissocha, the Frenchman, with 10 minutes in this game. So Kuminga's 19 minutes paling in comparison to the starters tonight. Dyson Daniels playing 36, Nickeil Alexander-Walker playing 37, Jalen Johnson 37, Okongwu 37. And so my guess is that Kuminga's just getting the easement treatment, like the slow rollout treatment, if you will. And in his 19 minutes, 7 points, grabbed 8 boards. He's crashing the glass. I did not watch the game. Something tells me he played solid defense, though, because that's what he normally does. And again, the Hawks won again, which is the goal. It's the agenda. It's winning. Wordman in the chat saying he's on a 20-minute restriction. So there you go. Agree with you, Will V, saying I'd still rather have Kuminga, to be honest, but happy Kristaps Porzingis had a good game tonight. There you go. Mr. A Space. Mr. A Space. How am I supposed to pronounce that handle? I always get tongue-tied when I see it. Is it Mr. A Space? Is it Mr. A Space? Anyways, saying Buddy Hield getting the proper treatment with the Atlanta Hawks. Did he get another DNP tonight? He did. Ooh, almost saw a huge car crash out there. Buddy Hield, real quickly, former Golden State Warrior, since he was acquired by the Hawks, has not played a single second. That's incredible. Buddy Hield has yet to see the floor for the Atlanta Hawks. But Steve Kerr thought he should have been a consistent rotation player. If that doesn't tell you everything you need to know about my gripes with this man, Steve Kerr, and the fact that he has zero eye for talent, I don't know what else could. And I don't think it's a coincidence that Buddy Hield getting these DNPs while the Hawks are on a 10-game winning streak. All right, without further ado, and again, Thursday this week, we're going to have Believe in Hawks host Bryce Lewis join me for another crossover episode, and we'll preview the Saturday matchup where the Warriors will be in Atlanta. It is a little interesting that Stephen Curry is on this road trip. I don't know what that means, if anything. Like, is he on this trip because he's still pushing hard to come back? Is that wise? Is he just there to morally support his team, especially since they're going to go into the Lions' Den Saturday? That's going to be a hostile environment. Is Steph going to duck out before Saturday? We'll find out. But Thursday, Abraham D. Leon, there you are. I'm always reassured that you're at least with us saying, leave Buddy alone. I was already moving on. I was already on the, I'd already turned the page in the book. But again, Thursday, Believe in Hawks crossover. Friday, immediately following Warriors Pistons. Armando Laura and I will do a happy hour post-game show, and Armando is gung-ho. Did not mean to rhyme there. About this Warriors-Hawks game Saturday. So we'll have plenty of previews for that game as it gets close. Or without further ado, though, let's get into the danger zone. We missed this last night.
Stay at home, son.
We're in the danger zone. Shardall, where were you last night? What happened?
I was here last night.
No, you weren't. What was going on? What did you do last night? What was the reason why you missed the show?
I asked you. I was in the chat, and then I asked you for the link, but you never sent it to my email.
I was looking for that. I think the chat records are saved. Are you lying to me right now, Shardall? Because I could go back and look.
I'm not lying to you.
Okay, so did you come in like really late and I just missed it?
And you missed it.
Okay. Why were you so late? What were you doing?
I was calling into 95.7 The Game.
Who'd you talk to?
Mark Grandy.
Was he nice?
He was nice.
Shardall, I saw
Hi,
something.
Sai. Hi, Sai.
I'm doing.
Can I do my intro?
Of course. Go ahead.
Hi, Sai. I'm doing great. How are you doing? As the Golden State Warriors take down the Washington Wizards by a final score of 125-117 from the Capital One Arena in Washington, D.C., also known as the nation's capital.
Yes.
What were your thoughts on the performance of the Warriors tonight against the Wizards? I mean, the Wizards are the worst team in the Eastern Conference right now. They have a 16-51 record, and they have a 12-game losing streak. And that losing streak is going to continue to balloon if the Wizards don't do anything about it. And they keep on playing like this. That losing streak is going to go up to 27. It will keep on increasing, and it will keep on going higher.
Shardall, what are your thoughts on people like the Real Truth in the chat who would prefer that anything in reference to Kuminga is slander? Like, he doesn't want us to ever say anything good about Kuminga. The Real Truth, real quick, Shardall, if the Real Truth, if you're serious about your handle, meaning if the truth matters to you, factor in the very important variable here that he only played 19 minutes and he did still grab 8 rebounds. I'm guessing you're one of the same clowns who 2 years ago was complaining that he wasn't getting rebounds. He starts getting rebounds. Now it's something else you want to bitch about. His team is on a 10-game winning streak, but you're gonna bitch about 7 points. What is it, Shardall?
Sai, can you stop cutting me off? I'm trying to say something. You keep cutting me off. I can't say my thing.
Shardall,
you're cutting me off. But you're cutting me off. I can't say things when I'm being cut off. I need some time to speak to. I'm the closer. I'm Shardall, special here. I have special rights. I have special rights here too.
No, you don't. Shardall, who's the host of this show?
You're the host, but you keep cutting me off. But I'm coming on the show. But then some hosts apologize.
I'll cut you off. Listen. There's one hard rule here. If I want to cut you off, I'm going to cut you off. All right, and you cannot. Be offended by that. You can't be offended if I cut you off, Shardall.
But when people go back and listen to the show, they'll hear that he was being cut off too many times. It's not a flowing show because sometimes when you say something, the host has to listen to what you have to say and then respond to it.
I don't give an F what other people think.
Why?
Why not? Why should I?
No, but if I say something and then you have to respond to it, like maybe say if you agree with what I'm saying, or if you don't agree with what I'm saying, that it has to be a back and forth exchange on a post game show, right? You're supposed to say something and the other person responds to what I say, right? That's how it works.
No, there's no rules to this.
How?
Because there aren't. There's no one enforcing it. You need someone to enforce rules. If there's no one enforcing it, there's no rules. They're just guidelines. And those are guidelines you're making up. I don't give a shit.
KP went off today.
He did. 30 points.
KP balled out today.
Yes, he did.
He's a 7'3" big man from Latvia who balled out 30 points today.
Shardall,
and he was 9 of 9 from the free throw line.
Shardall, I saw you on
Twitter.
He made
all his free throws. He made every single free throw.
Shardall, this guy on Twitter, his handle is @MediaPlatWorld. Wrote on Twitter, and I saw this because I guess I follow him. He writes, Shardall just called 95.7 The Game LMAO.
I did not call. I did not
call.
Shardall,
you're cutting me off. Shardall, you're cutting me off.
Sorry.
He adds, they love Shardall on the show, and then laughs. More laughing. Why are they laughing so much, Shardall? What's so funny about you going on the game?
I never called 95.7 the game LMAO. I never said that.
No, I know you didn't. I know you didn't say that.
He's making no. My media planet is making that up about me. False information.
So you did not call in this morning or early afternoon?
I did call him this morning, but Evan, Mark Grandy normally does Warriors wrap up, but I was just calling to 95.7 the game just to tell how much I miss Evan Giddings, because he normally calls into the Warriors post-game shows on 95.7 the game, and Mark Grandy has been doing all the post-game shows. It's been just Mark Grandy, just him.
Who was
no Evan Giddings?
Who was coasting when you called at like 12 or 11 today?
It was Guru and Mark Evan Giddings, but Matt Steinmetz was not available, so Evan Giddings filled in for Matt Steinmetz. Okay. Normally it's Steiny and Guru that call in the morning, but now Steiny was not available. Maybe he was sick or he had something family-related emergency and he was not able to make the show. So Evan filled in for Steiny, but I think Steiny's going to be back when they do the morning show next time. Steiny will be back with Guru. So it's not going to be the Evan and Guru show. It's going to be the Steiny and Guru show.
I see. So you love Evan Giddings so much.
I love Evan Giddings so much that I want to call in and tell him how much I miss him. And I tell him that he has to go back on the radio and do those Warriors post-game shows again.
Who do you like more, Evan or me?
I like both of you.
Well, if you had to pick one, who would you pick?
It's hard because you both are phenomenal.
Well, I'm putting you on the spotlight, man. I make you the closer of my show. Evan brings you on when he fills in. Who do you like more?
I'll say that I like you over Evan Giddings.
Thank you. I appreciate the loyalty, Shardall. I'm a little disappointed you had to think about that one.
But it's hard. You put me on the spot. You put me on the spot there.
A little verklempt.
Why did you put me on the spot?
You're not on the spot.
You're asking me who's better. So I said both of you are better. Then I had to just pick one of the two. So I just pick I like Cyrus better.
Because I'm trying to entertain, and if I put you on the spot, that's entertaining. That's why.
You entertain me when you put me on the spot.
Well, you're part of the show, and sometimes
I'm the closer.
And
I'm the closer.
And you're the closer, yeah.
So that's why I like you.
Well, and Shardall,
but I don't know how Evan Giddings will appreciate that, saying I like you over him.
He's not going to care. I'm sure Evan will be fine. But you Shardall, if you ever do call in when Steinmetz is hosting, I have something you could tell him. I have something you should tell him. Are you ready?
Cyrus, you know why it's a short show? Because now it's like all about me today. No, Julian's not calling to the show, but Boomer's not calling to the show. Nobody's calling to the show. Why is Julian not calling to the show? Nobody's Julian calls into the show.
Because the Wizards are that uninteresting. That's why.
But I'm gonna support. I'm still gonna call in. I'm still gonna call into the show. I'm still a diehard Warriors. Even though the Wizards are a dismal team, I'm still gonna be passionate, call in every single time.
I love it. The other thing is we started the show very early. I think this is the first time all year. I don't think the Warriors have had a 4 p.m. tip all season. Correct me if I'm wrong on that, but this was a very early tip, which means a very early post-game show. I still see daylight out there. This is not normal. This is weird. But Shardall, do you ever call in when Steinmetz is hosting? Are you thinking about that one? Is that a tough one?
I mean, like, if you look at the Wizards, they're so awful. I mean, like, they're just gonna keep burning in hell, this team. The Wizards.
Shardall, do you ever call in when Steinmetz is hosting?
I don't call it. I've never called it when Steinmetz is hosting.
Okay, so you strictly called in because it was Evan Giddings filling in, and you love him.
I strictly called in to tell Evan Giddings how much I like him.
Well, then this message goes for anyone else out there. If you ever decide to call in to 95.7 The Game when Matt Steinmetz.
So normally when I call into the show, I have the Warriors logo with the SF. Today I just felt like going with the original Warriors logo, like the original.
Shardall, now you're interrupting me again. I have a message for the audience. Will you let me? Will you let me? It's okay. It's okay.
I'll let you speak.
Shardall, I'm playing with you for all this. But this is I'm being serious about the message. If any of you out there ever call in to 95.7 The Game when Matt Steinmetz, right? That's his name. When Steinmetz is hosting with a guru, and you want to get a rise out of him, just tell him he has beautiful calves. Shardall, how are your calves? Because you told us once you have a 37-inch vertical. I'm guessing you have big, thick calves, right? Is the calves thing, or is that making you think a lot? What's going on?
No, it's not making. No, I'm still here.
Where'd you go? Where do you go when I ask you a question and you say nothing? What happens there?
So what were you asking me? What?
Were you taking a piss? What were you doing right there?
No, I was plugging my charger into my phone because I need more battery on my phone.
You said on the show once you have a 37-inch vertical. Is that correct?
I have a 37-inch vertical.
Does that mean you have huge, like thick, muscular calves?
I think I can jump up and down.
That's not what I asked. I asked, are your calves really big?
No, my calves are very big.
Okay. So Matt Steinmetz has gargantuan calves. And for whatever reason, he gets really sensitive about that. So anybody who wants to call into 95.7 The Game, just ask it, just do it very nonchalantly. Just be like, hey, Matt, by the way, heard you have beautiful calves.
I'll say,
Shardall, you ready to go through the scores? I'll take that as a yes. Let's go through the scoreboard. Shardall, what are you doing tonight? We got a game still in action here. The Bulls are going to beat the Memphis Grizzlies. They currently lead 126-101. That is not a final yet, so we'll avoid any of the stat lines. Another game that's not final but is close. The New Orleans Pelicans are about to beat the Dallas Mavericks. There's a minute 34 left in that game, and New Orleans leads 124-109. A great game just in the second quarter. We don't have a final on this one either, but the Lakers currently leading the Houston Rockets 35-31. That's in the second quarter. And a game that just started, which has some implications for the Golden State Warriors in terms of postseason standings. The LA Clippers hosting the San Antonio Spurs, and that one just tipped off. A couple finals. Shardall, are you still with us?
I'm still with you.
You vanished again. You've done that like 5 times tonight. What's going on with you, man?
No, my phone is about to die.
Okay. We'll go fast. A final in Atlanta where Jonathan Kuminga's Atlanta Hawks have now won 10 straight games. 124-112 the final. In this one, Nickeil Alexander-Walker, who's averaging 20 points a game. I still can't believe Minnesota gave him up for jack shit. And jack shit is not a good supplement to replace Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Jack doesn't do anything. So Nickeil Alexander-Walker, 41 points, 7 rebounds in the win. Paolo Banchero, 18 points, 10 rebounds in the loss for a Magic team that drops to 38-29. The Hawks improving to 37-31. We've got 2 more finals here before Shardall's phone dies on us as he's dropping stuff. Who knows what he's doing over there? Well, are you in Fremont today? Where are you right now? Are you at home?
I'm in Fremont.
When is Giants Fan Fest? You said you're going to that soon, right?
I didn't go.
Why?
I couldn't go.
Okay, hold on. We got
my
two
parents said I couldn't. My parents said I couldn't go.
Why?
No, they said I couldn't go.
Did you ask why you couldn't go?
No, they didn't give me an explanation why.
You didn't ask for an explanation why?
No, they didn't give me an explanation why they didn't let me go.
Did you ask for an explanation?
I asked them, but they didn't say anything.
Shardall, when is your birthday?
My birthday is October 18, 1996.
Okay, so on October 18th of this year, you're going to turn 30, correct? Did your phone die?
But yeah.
What's going on with you today, man? Are you like talking to someone? Are you on another show?
My phone didn't die.
On October 18th, of this year, you turned 30, correct?
I turned 30.
The dirty 30. Do you have plans for your dirty 30 birthday?
I don't know what I'm doing.
Okay, I'm gonna predict Vegas. I could be wrong on that, but I know you like Vegas. I bring that up though because why are your parents controlling where you can and can't go when you're about to turn 30?
I don't know.
So you do know that if your parents say you can't go, you could just say F you and go anyways, right?
Yeah.
But you don't want to do that?
I don't want to do that.
Okay. I mean, look, in all fairness, I feel you, Shardall. I mean, you are a stay-at-home son.
Stay-at-home son.
For all the praise I give you for attaining this position of luxury, of utter privilege, being a stay-at-home son, congratulations. It's like winning the lottery. But there is one huge negative to that. You have to listen to your parents sometimes, right?
So yeah, but yeah, I love being on your show.
I would love to know what you're doing right now, man. But you say you're at home, but like every other question I ask you, you're distracted by something. Is Buster Posey playing with you right now? What's going on?
I'm gonna play with Buster Posey after I get off this stream.
Okay. But right now, are you just freaking out about your phone dying and you keep looking at it or something?
I'm freaking out that my phone's gonna die.
Okay, so you're being distracted a bunch. Let's go through two more scores and then we're done for the show and the night. Shardall, good to have you back.
It's great to be back.
Yeah, great to have you. The Boston Celtics, the Warriors' next opponent. They play Wednesday night-ish. They won today. They beat the Phoenix Suns 120-112. Jaylen Brown, 41 points, 7 rebounds, 6 assists in the win. We had two 40-point scorers. Devin Booker, 40 points, 6 assists in the loss. The Celtics improving to 45-23. The Suns dropping to 39-29. Shardall, do you have a prediction for Warriors Celtics Wednesday?
I'm going with the Warriors winning 125-115 over the Boston Celtics.
Look at you. Shardall, you love numbers that are in multiples of 5, correct?
I love numbers that are in multiples of 5, but let me shout out both of our channels before I leave out for the night. So Cyrus is at 5,220 subscribers, 800 subs away from 6,000. I'm at 535 on the road to 600. I'll see you for that Warriors and Celtics post-game show. It's always great being the closer, and I'll see you then. Hope you have a great rest of your night, and talk to you when the Warriors play the Boston Celtics.
Beautiful. We got again, there's always going to be folks in our chat, Shardall, who expect me to pretend that Steve Kerr is doing an amazing job and pretend that the Warriors season is going fine. And so even though we gave Kristaps Porzingis his flowers, we anointed him through a democratic process tonight. The audience voted for Tingus Pingus, player of the game. You still have folks like Jerry Lane in our show going, it's weird how I chose not to really talk about Kristaps Porzingis' performance and potential moving forward. But whatever. What more do you want me to say, Jerry? Like we literally read off every single one of his stats. We read off the fact that the Wizards had to foul him almost every possession in the fourth quarter. He had 9 free throw attempts in the fourth quarter. We already mentioned that. Did you miss the start of the show? Do you want me to glaze the man because he actually showed up today against the Wizards? Do you want me to talk about what future? A future of illness management where we have no idea if he's going to play on a night-by-night basis? Where he's probably not going to be a member of the Warriors next year? Or do you want me to talk about the fact that the season is dead? And so you still want me to hype him up for a future of a play-in game? I mean, what Jerry, what are we doing here? What is your agenda here? Are you just trying to get a rise out of me? Like, what is your deal, man? You think Tingus Pingus should be getting a lot of attention?
Tingus!
Jerry, what did I miss? What word do you think I did not say, Jerry, about Tingus Pingus that I did not talk about? He's already the FanDuel player of the game. We already talked about the fact that he led all players in scoring tonight. We talked about the 14 free throw attempts. He made 13 of them. We talked about the fact that the Wizards had 0 interior defense. And so all the Warriors had to do was just feed them over and over and over again. We talked about the fact that the Warriors put up what's likely a season low in 3-point attempts tonight. Just 32. They only made 9 of them. Because the Wizards have no interior defense. And so they just kept going for 2s.
Hey, Sai, it was great coming on the show. It's
And now
always
Jerry
great
Lane, hold on, I wasn't done Shardall. Now Jerry's saying, imagine a healthy Kristaps Porzingis and a healthy Stephen Curry in the playoffs. Okay. Do you think that's magic? A, do you think that's magically going to happen? And B, do you think if Steph is healthy that they're going to make some noise in the postseason, even with Jimmy Butler out?
Hey, Sai, it was great. It was great being back on the show tonight. I really love everything you do. I love your great sense of humor, man. You keep the show entertaining. I'll see you on Wednesday. I'll see you on Wednesday night for the Golden State Warriors versus Boston Celtics post-game show. You get some great guests on your show, and I'll see you then. Keep it rocking, brother.
Thank you, Shardall. Always a pleasure. The great Shardall. Jerry Lane is asking, when's the last time Steph played with a 7'3" legit all-star center? Why are you calling him a legit all-star center? When's the last time Kristaps Porzingis was an all-star? Was he even an all-star ever? Hold on. Kristaps Porzingis. See, this is why I call you a gaslighting a-hole, is because why are you calling him a legit all-star center? Because he had a good game against the Wizards? Are you out of your mind? I'll look up his bio. Did he actually make an all-star game? I don't see an all-star game on his resume. So why are you calling him a legit all-star center? This is what you're putting me on blast for? Because in your mind, as just a total fanboy, like, you think that I should be talking Kristaps Porzingis up like he's an all-star after he dropped 30 on the Wiz? Jerry, why do you not come on the show to discuss this? Why do you wait until the very end of the show and then bring this up in the chat? Mr. Silax is saying, it's your tone, Cy. I don't give an F about my tone.
You're a big, fat, curly-headed fuck.
That's probably what you are. Don't, man. The tone? How about kiss my ass? I don't give a shit about tone. Are you kidding me? I'm trying to host a entertaining podcast here. And you're sitting here like bringing up tone? Silax, why don't you come on the show so we can hear what your tone is like? Oh my God, man. We are in a world where people are too scared to have simple conversations. Everyone just wants to text and run. And then you have Real Truth, another D-bag who is saying, I can't let Kuminga go. What are you basing that on? More gaslighting. Wordman wants me to end the show, but we only had a 52-minute show, and I'm going to engage these idiots for a second. Mr. Silax is now saying, you're not respecting the Tingus. Silax is one of you're a very fascinating character, because sometimes you literally have me questioning just how serious or not you're in. Yeah, okay, now you're saying next show I'll call in. I'll believe that when I see it, Silax. Barber's asking, can we call a player an all-star if they get it once? You call him a former all-star for the rest of his life. I got one award as a journalist, and I get to call myself an award-winning journalist for the rest of my life. So, but in the case of Tingus Pingus, he's never made an all-star game. So, no. That is pure just exaggeration. Hyperbole. Not an all-star. I don't even know why you say legit when this was his 5th game of the season ever for the season for the Warriors. God damn. If you didn't have an option of programs out there and every other show was giving you the type of content the whiners apparently want, like a friendly tone, or yay, Kristaps Porzingis played like an all-star tonight. You have every other show out there. I'm just trying to bring balance to this effed up scene. The media paradigm is royally screwed. Zero integrity. Everyone looking out for themselves. No one focused on honesty. No one focused on accuracy. It's just, whose ass can I kiss so I can get paid for another week? That's it. It's really that simple. And every other show out there provides that for you. So you can get your homework content. So you can get your positive spin. So you can stay in your safe space. No one's forcing you to come here. And again, I invite the audience on the show, but you D-bags want to hide in the chat. Anonymously at that. Oh, you are vile human beings, man. Oh, so he was an all-star in 2018? Are we sure about that? I just looked it up. 8 years ago, he was an all-star. Was he really? When he was playing, who was he playing for then? The Knicks? So this was the 17-18 season? Oh, yeah. He was named on January 23rd. Oh, okay. So he was technically named an Eastern Conference All-Star reserve and then blew his ACL out 2 weeks later. And then he never played in the game. So, all right, technically, you can call him a former All-Star. What I don't agree with is calling him a legit All-Star when he was a reserve 8 years ago in the East. But sure, if you want to hold out hope that Steph comes back, hit the Kristaps things, the only logical move here is to tank and to keep playing bad. So hopefully Steve Kerr is pushed out of this building. So there is no reason to keep him after this year. So the damn bleeding can stop. But you want to celebrate beating the Wizards. Sorry, this ain't the show for you if that's what you're looking for. Sorry, not sorry. Jerry, come on the show right now, man. Instead of just endlessly just espousing ignorance in the chat. I just posted the link again. Jerry, come on the show right now so I can explain to you why your idea of no tank is one of the dumbest things imaginable. Do you realize every non-Warriors program, like programs that cover the NBA, programs that cover other teams, every single one of the individuals who talk about the Warriors on a non-Warriors show, and I bring them up because every other Warriors show, they're just homers, they're biased clowns like you who still worship Steve Kerr, who still delusionally think this Warriors team with Stephen Curry at 38 years of age, who can't stay on a court because of runner's knee, has a shot. And you want to sit here and say tanking is not cool when that is the only logical move? Why is tanking not cool? Because you're seriously holding out hope that Stephen Curry might come back with like a week to go in the season? Stop buying the Steve Kerr Kool-Aid, man. God damn it. OMG Manny, what's up?
What's up, Si? It's been a minute, man.
It has. How are you doing, man? How's health?
Man, Listen, I stopped worrying about all that, living every day like it's my last one, but making the best of it.
Good.
Hey, you're going to get trollers all the way around through. It doesn't matter. Just keep doing everything you're doing, brother. There's going to be people that are going to blindly...
I'm having fun. I'm having fun here. I mean, I'm not...
Yeah.
None of this is serious. But Manny, what did you... Like, the Orlando Magic are near where you live, and they just got their asses kicked by the Hawks, man. What did you think about that?
Oh, you know I don't follow the team. I was watching the Warriors game. It was a little bit more entertaining than the Magic. I've never really followed the Magic, but I mean, I go just to get a game in or whatever when the Warriors come into town. But generally, I don't follow my own local team. I know that right now we're not looking good at all, but I'm gonna stay loyal to my team. I'm gonna stay loyal to my guy Cy and the Golden Days there, the Golden Days.
And this is where again, you got to take out the emotion of fandom. Like this Jerry Lane guy who refuses to come on the show, but loves to just keep typing away on his phone, which again reveals a lot about your character or lack thereof. Saying that you want to end Curry's years by tanking, not cool. He's not on the court playing. This was the 18th game in a row he missed. He's 38 years old. I'm going to flip this around on you, Jerry, and say, move on. The Steph ride is over. And I'm sorry, man. Like, you know what I'm not a fan of? Professional athletes who don't know when to say when. Professional athletes who can't let go and would rather see their career whittle away with them turning into an old has-been instead of calling it quits when they should. Kobe Bryant, I respect him to the T for knowing when to call it quits, and he had that 60-point game for his final game. Poetic conclusion. Michael Jordan had a poetic conclusion and then stupidly came back for 2 more years for those very forgettable Wizard seasons. I don't want to see Steph like that. In a perfect world, Steph retires now. So this whole shit can move on instead of people like you clinging to this false delusional hope that Steph at 38 can still do anything. He's old. He's done. So is this team. You're holding on to relics.
Steph has absolutely nothing else to prove.
And he has nothing to prove. But more importantly, even if he does magically come back, I don't want to see him get embarrassed. Because that is what's going to happen, dude. He's 38 years old. What athletes at 38 years old, especially with his physique, have ever kept it going at this age? And you want to pretend like, well, he might be the first, the exception? Sorry, I don't play that game. I play the probability game, and the probability game doesn't respect exceptions to the rule. That, like, you might as well just play roulette and keep betting on the number and not a color or groupings. Because you want to bet on the number, that's how you waste money and lose. Dude, the Warriors are done. It's finished. If you're not planning for the future, you're stuck on a spiraling loser train that's going nowhere fast.
And right now we're going nowhere fast. If we maintain what we got going on.
So if that's your team, the only way you can get out of it, like Chosen came on the show last night, and he was like, and Chosen, for those unfamiliar, is a diehard Steve Kerr fan, but he's also very civilized. He came on the show, and he said he hopes that this team flips their fortunes via trade. In other words, what he's looking for is what the Wizards do year after year. Trade, so you can get a washed-up Trae Young, a washed-up Anthony Davis. The only way you're going to rebuild this Warriors team is through the draft. Just like they built the dynasty originally. Free agents don't come here. You don't have assets to trade to get quality players via a trade. The only way you're flipping this script and making your team good and relevant again is to draft quality players. And you're going to need a new coach for that. You might need a new front office for that. And as long as they're winning worthless games like tonight, all it does is give fuel for the dipshits like Jerry Lane, who would prefer to hold on to the dream, the fantasy, that Stephen Curry might come back with a week to play and just lead this team to glory. Yeah, good luck with that. And I totally can understand why someone like Jerry Lane would never come on this show, because he knows he can't keep up with a conversation like that because you're delusional. You're living in a fantasy land. It's outrageous, man. And you want to sit here and expect me to cheerlead with pom-poms? Get the F out of here, dude. You got every other show out there to do that for you. Uncle Fester on KNBR has you covered with Homer coverage, where he's gonna, I guarantee that show right now is celebrating Steve Kerr's 600th career win, which also means jack shit. Go enjoy that show. Or 95.7 The Game right now. They're probably talking about how Kristaps Porzingis, maybe he's turning it around. Maybe he'll stay healthy. Maybe Steph will come back and they'll do an amazing run in the play-in. Yeah, go enjoy that delusion. All right, I like to live in reality here, okay? And sometimes reality just is not pleasant. Sometimes it's not great. And if all you want is safe space content, go to those other shows. I'm sure Light Years is having another show about how Brandon Pajemski can still become the next Cade Cunningham. Either go eat up that delusion. They exist. No one's forcing you to come to the show. Or you can swallow the pill of reality and understand that if the Warriors really are your team, the only escape route here is tanking for a pick. That's it.
Well, Sai, I will agree with you, respectfully disagree with one thing with you.
What's up?
And that is, I will agree with you that the only way to actually get the team better is through the draft. But I will disagree with that we may need a new coach. We do need a new coach. We will need a new coach.
Clearly.
And the most important thing that I will stick to it until my last breath, we need to get rid of Brandon Pajemski. He's still there. 100%. I don't get it.
And here's Jerry Lane again saying, I'm shameful for doubting Stephen Curry. You're shameful for A, lacking the balls to have a conversation with me, and B, you're shameful for living in a fantasy world where you think a 38-year-old can somehow carry a team anywhere. He hasn't played in 18 straight games. He's been out 2 months with an old man injury that they call runner's knee.
And that's what they're saying.
For having a tiny brain, Jerry.
Oh, my neck, my back, my neck and my back. Oh.
And that's what they're calling it, a runner's knee. But let's think about it. He's been well enough to travel with the team. They've been putting them on 10-day. Every other time is another 10 days, another 10 days. It's just to see if it's even worth it bringing him back. Clearly, the front office and Steph Curry himself doesn't think it's worth him coming back, because it's not gonna be a good look for him. He's just gonna continue to hurt himself even more.
Simon Two's asking, why am I not allowed to type? I don't know who's not allowing you. You're allowed to type. And then Jerry Lane here again is saying, what's the conversation? 27 points per game, still a top 10 player. You mean when he's playing and not when he's resting for 2 months with runner's knee? He's not playing. He might come back and get hurt again very next game. You also are going to sit here and delusionally pretend that this team without Jimmy Butler is going to make noise in the postseason. They had Jimmy last year, and you saw what happened. Bodies fell. They're old. In what world do you think old people deserve to play professional sports? Late 30s in pro sports is ancient. Jesus Christ, dude.
Some people you're just going to have to agree to disagree with things.
Yeah, I guess.
The ignorance level of things.
But it's like, what,
Well, Si, before I let you go, I want to turn over. I got good news for you. I don't know if you.
You're cutting out. You're cutting out. Yeah.
My house
and again, look at this dummy, by the way. Again, as I mentioned previously,
can you hear me now?
There are exceptions to rules. LeBron is over 40. LeBron hasn't won a title since he was 35. 1. 2, LeBron is a 6'8" athletic freak who's built like a tank, whereas Stephen Curry is 6'3" with a body that suffers routine injuries. And Steph hasn't played in 2 months. So now you're going to cling to LeBron? Let me guess. Now you're going to bring up Tom Brady next? These are exceptions. Just because it's happened doesn't mean it's regular. I bet you're the type who probably goes around telling people, don't go to school, bro. Bill Gates didn't have a degree. Elon, I don't know who else. I'm sure there are examples of people who don't have degrees who have made it in this world. Those are exceptions. Play the probability game if you want to be accurate in this world, man. God damn it. Jerry, since when is Stephen Curry an exception health-wise? And again, why are you not coming on the show? Why do you have to keep typing this bullshit? This is not proper discourse, man. Words textual, not a back and forth. Apparently, a lot of you just don't even understand the concept of critical thinking, which is its roots come from the days of ancient philosophers who found answers in life through discourse, through conversation, through interpersonal communication. But certain clowns out there are like, no, I can't talk. I'm too soft. I'm just too soft. I can't handle someone disagreeing with me, or I can't have someone telling me an opinion that I don't like. I can't have someone pushing back on my beliefs. I just can't do that. Can't handle it.
It's a new age, Ty. It's a new age, man.
38 years old, dude. He's old, man. And if Steph is the exception, then why have we not seen him in 2 months? Newsflash, not an exception. He's been out for 2 months. He was also out for the playoffs last year. Did you happen to forget that he popped his hammy? That's what old dudes do. You think that's not going to happen? You think he's just going to come back from this runners league and just magically be healthy for the postseason? Splithead is saying I just described Reddit. That's why I never go on Reddit, dude. That is like one of the foundations of toxicity in this planet, dude. Misinformation. Oh. Now Jerry Lane brings up Jason Tatum, a guy who's still in his 20s. More nonsensical comparisons. Unreal, dude. You want a more accurate comparison to Jason Tatum? Look up Klay Thompson. All right, like that's your comp, because Klay was in his 30s when he blew his ACL. Unbelievable, dude. So, Manny, I was rude to you. Forgive me, man. What's your final thoughts? I apologize.
No, man, you're good. I just wanted to actually switch topic a little bit, and
Please.
was going to give you some good news with something that I got going on myself.
I could use that. Go for it.
So, we're on the older side. We're in the fourth floor already, but in 2 months I'm proposing.
Wait, you're not married to your chick?
No. I was single for quite some time, and I met someone who has changed my life around, has given me an optimism in life to continue to strive forward and keep myself and keep my heart pumping and moving on forward. So in about 2 months, man.
Manny, you're confident that saying it on this show will not get back to her somehow? Or does it matter?
She won't follow the show.
Okay.
No, she doesn't even speak English, so we're good.
Oh, there you go. All right. Well, huge congratulations, brother. That's
No, thank you, brother.
I'm very happy for you. By the way, Tracy McKindle's asking how old is Tatum again? He just turned 29 recently, so I am really, really really stoked for you, Manny. Congratulations. How long have you two been together?
We've been since last year. Pretty much, we've been together, and it's different. So it's great. It's going well, and I just wanted to give you some good news to try to, cheer you up a little bit, my brother.
Really happy for you, brother. And congratulations. Have you plotted out like how you're going to do it and all that good stuff?
Yes, I'm actually flying out to Puerto Rico and doing it in a castle over there. Yeah.
They have castles
Yeah. I'm from the city of Ponce, which is down south, and on one of the highest mountains, there's a castle of the people that own the Don Q distillery, the alcohol, and so they have a living castle that's also a museum. So I'm doing it there in the garden.
Congratulations, man. Really
yes,
happy.
Sir. All right, my brother. Will you take care? Keep it up. Don't let these fools stir you up. I know it's all fun, entertainment. For the audience.
Entertainment. What else are we going to talk about to rivet the audience, man? I could always talk about Kristaps Porzingis and how amazing that 30 points was tonight, but the moment I start doing that, now you're going to have Bubba. I know Bubba's getting bored. We talk about 30 points for Kristaps Porzingis. Pingus.
There's only so much you can talk about right now, man. But now keep it up, brother. Happy anniversary. I don't know if you caught my message last time.
I did, yeah. You've been a Golden Dazer for over a year now. Thank you, brother. I think I messaged you back, but thank you so much.
Yeah.
And keep us posted on the engagement. Like don't be shy. Come back and let us know how that went once you pop it.
For sure, brother. And I'll hit you up on Instagram too. I'll let you know.
Sounds good, man. All right, man.
All right, my brother. God bless. Man.
Right back at you. And let's get Barber on real quick, and we'll wrap it up. Barber, what's up? Joining us from Montreal, correct? Barber, I see you're typing, but you won't talk to me. What's going on with you? Barber. All right, we're done now. Thanks, everybody. We're back soon. Wednesday, Warriors Celtics postgame. What is the spread? Is there a spread on that yet? And I guess we'll have fun reminding people again that if the Warriors don't move on from this old-ass veteran core, it's just going to be more of the same. It's going to be more below 500 basketball, more play-in games. This is about to be, 4 years in a row of play-ins? That's what you folks want to keep clinging to? Come on, man. But Pingus did have 30 points. That was cool. Let's see what he does against Boston. We'll see you Wednesday night. Bye-bye.